Hello there and welcome. Are technology suites sweet? Is your collection of marketing tools a Frankenstack? What's better, one marketing technology cloud that does everything including baking bread, or a collection of small apps built exactly the way you want it? We have to ask ourselves, is our marketing stack truly manufactured as one ring forged by Sauron and Mount Doom? Or is it better hacked together with baling wire and string and held together with Elmer's glue? Well, Oracle seems to think the argument is over. Want to know more? This is 5 minutes of what you need to lead in marketing. Let's roll. Hello everybody, Robert Rose here with the news. It is, as you know, what's new, but more importantly, what's important in the world of marketing. And for the best and best practices, you know you can always head on over to contentmarketinginstitute.com. So the debate over whether marketers should be using one unified platform over best-of-breed solutions is one of the most contentious arguments and one I've personally been part of for the last 20 years. Just about every couple of years, a new letter to the editor, blog post, guest post, webinar, keynote address tends to address the, quote, putting the end to the debate of this issue, and then proceeds, of course, to walk through the pros and cons of each approach, ultimately concluding, well, your mileage is going to vary, so you should do what's best for you. Spoiler alert, this one will too. But maybe with just a small twist, and I'll come back to that. The education, content, and event organization known as Martech.org, I love their content and I hate their tagline. Anyway, they featured an article that highlighted that technology giant Oracle has now, yes again, proclaimed that the argument is over, that unified platforms beat collection of best-of-breed solutions every time when it comes to marketing and customer experience. In the article, Rob Tarkoff, Oracle's EVP and General Manager of CX, says, quote, all marketing flows need to be unified into one streamlined process, one data model, one set of interactions, one clear end-to-end process to build a campaign of multi-channel touch. Doesn't that sound amazing? I mean, just wonderful, just delightful. And in fact, if you ever find an enterprise company that does all that across the enterprise customer process, well, you will have found the candy-coated technology unicorn that'll rain magic coins down upon you. Now, the point here being by Oracle is that if the ideal is going to be achieved, it will be easier, maybe not easy, but easier to accomplish using that kind of unified suite of technology rather than a best-of-breed approach where different technologies are plugged in together. Further, they point out that app marketplaces, such as those offered by Salesforce and HubSpot, those aren't any kind of middle ground or good way because that actually makes it even more complex. All in all, says Oracle, through this Martech article, unified is better. And because it's a cloud solution, he says, well, as long as the service provides value for you, you'll keep it. If it doesn't, you'll switch. Because, it's just so easy to switch out of those enterprise solutions. This is the part where those of you who just went through an enterprise CMS, DAM, or CRM or marketing automation implementation, you can start throwing fruit at the screen because just the thought of switching makes your eyes twitch. All right, so what's our take here at CMI? Well, look, there's only one thing for sure, and that's despite the subheadline of this article, the argument is not over. There is a reason in 2023 that small best-of-breed solutions continue to thrive. Why? Because the unified promises made by all the all-in-one suites has not been realized by any of the vendors, most of whom have assembled their all-in-one suites from acquisitions of, yes, wait for it, best-of-breed vendors. Some are ahead of others, some make emptier promises than others, some are more unified than others, and others still kill the best of part of the breeds they acquire as they integrate it into the overall solution. Now, on the other hand, best of breed is only best of until they themselves are acquired or run out of venture money or gas or struggle to evolve with the modern marketplace. Put simply, for both best of breed and unified solutions, as the Rolling Stones said so wonderfully, time waits for no one, and it won't wait for me. As I said in the spoiler alert at the top, your value will definitely vary, and the headline, as almost every article written on this topic seems to conclude, yes, you should weigh your requirements, budget, desire for complexity, overall flexibility for change before you make the decision to go all in or all out one way or the other. But here's the twist. Honestly, the mistake that we see many organizations make these days is that they assume that the choice is binary. In other words, they assume that you must either go all in on a suite or all in on a best-of-breed solution. We constantly hear about marketing teams that can't launch marketing mini sites or blogs because they've gone all in on a global customer experience system that takes 4 to 6 months to launch a blog or a resource center or a mini site. Yeah, it'll be bulletproof. Yes, the technology can do it, but it's not built to do it quickly. Why not have a small secondary CMS that can give you the ability to be agile in that particular function? If it works, well, you can make a business decision to understand whether it's worth making institutional changes and completely move it into a unified solution. Or, on the other scenario, we see a lot of people making best-of-breed solutions do things that they just should not do, all in the name of not investing in a more enterprise solution. For example, we recently worked with a huge enterprise client that had customized an implementation of a mid-sized best-of-breed workflow tool to be their foundational digital asset management solution. Why? Because they could. That's why. It was available at the time and had now grown into this foundational tool, warts and all. You see, the prime symptom for this false choice is because companies are chasing strategy using technology instead of the other way around. Let's just be honest. It's hard, unpleasant, and expensive to implement today's technology in marketing. It's the least favorite part of our job in marketing. And yet, purchasing, implementing, learning, managing technology has become a core component of it. So we do need to lean into it. Our recommendation, don't commit to either unified best of breed or monolithic suite. It's not a binary choice. Instead, plan and build your technology stack like you would a house. Plan a solid foundation that's not going to change. Plan a footprint layout that only changes when necessary. Walls, doors, and windows, they can be moved if needed. Internal functions, they can change and added as the need arises. Yeah, you might have a couple of different providers for some of those things, an overlap in capabilities, but guess what? As long as you do it consciously, it's something that doesn't get used, well, that's okay. If it helps you get your capabilities faster or evolve better, as the saying goes, using the wrong tool might help you start more quickly, but it rarely helps you finish more successfully. But, tell us what you're doing. What are you using for your marketing technology and stack and content tools? Best of breed, unified, a bit of both? What's working for you and what's broken? Let us know in the comments, won't you? And for now, well, that's 5 minutes of what's new that hopefully you can use to lead your marketing strategy. I'm Robert Rose, and remember, it's a tool. Use your story and tell it well. Until then, I'll see you next week.